Hello, welcome to your Friday and a Happy New Year. Today is January 1st, 2021. As far as 2020 is concerned, arrivederci. We're done. Don't want to see you back. However, to those people who did have a good year in 2020, and believe it or not, I know a few people who said, yes, it was challenging, but it was one of the better years I've had. Let's go with that. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I got to tell you, most of us were very challenged by our restrictions, and we got through it. If you're watching this video right now, I'd have to say you done good getting through 2020. Now again, this is the 50th week of your Friday. I did take 2 weeks off, one of which was Christmas, and for that I thank you. Another one was over the summer. The last thing I'm going to point out is today, right now, as I'm speaking, it is almost 9 o'clock on New Year's Eve. When you see this, it's going to be a new year. So, let's talk about last video, not last week's, because you so kindly gave me Christmas off. I talked about laughter, and then I gave you some puns. In fact, I have a few puns left over that if time allows, I will share with you. But for all of the comments and the views I got, and the thanks and appreciation and the Merry Christmases and everything, I want to thank you. It means so much to me. There's no possible way I could ever tell you. But a year ago at this time, I started Your Friday, and I have to say, I rather enjoy it. I love hearing from people, and none of us knew that COVID would be around in 2020. But I will say a lot of people told me they really look forward to Fridays. So for that, I am blessed and I am thankful. I hope everybody had an amazing Christmas, different for probably 100% of us, different in many ways. I will say this much. I didn't get to do the things I normally do on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, but I have no complaints. I am blessed. I got to see some people. I spent time with my family. Had some amazing food. Thanks, Mom. The best. Presents on both sides of giving and receiving were outstanding. So I just want to say, I hope it was the same for every one of you. And let's get into 2021. Okay, today my shout out, before we get into 2021, is to the year 2020. I said it before, arrivederci, goodbye, don't want to see you back. Although, again, a lot of good things happened in 2020. There were so many restrictions and challenges placed on every single one of us. So my shout out to 2020, see ya, would not want to be ya. Today my video is not going to be real long, but it is quasi-appropriate with the end of the year. And it's talking about how nothing is ever what we seem. Okay, so the best example I've given when I've ever shared this with someone is that your friend says, hey, I got my new apartment. You got to see it. It's awesome. You walk in and over here's the kitchen, and over here's the dining room, and here's the living room and the bedrooms. And then you go to see it and you go, this is nothing like I thought it would be. Life is like that. No matter what. You anticipate a conversation you're going to have with your boss, and you're nervous, and you're thinking, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And it goes swimmingly. Fantastic. Man, I didn't think it would go like that. On the flip side, which I do not want to spend a lot of time on, there are some times we psych ourselves up to do things, and it's horrible, right? But again, let's not focus on that. Let's focus on the good things. So if you take a year ago right now, none of us thought the year 2020 would be as it was. If there is somebody who truly expected this, I want you to be the first one to comment. But if you think about it, well, this year, I'm going to have band stuff. I'm going to do a lot of stuff outside. I'm going to spend more time with family and friends. I'm going to get out more. It is not what we expected, is it? But you know what? You got to struggle and you got to muddle through it. Because you know what? No matter what you do, say, or think, it's coming. Whatever you're anticipating, it is coming. So I want to say this much. For those of us who did suffer restrictions and so forth, I want to take you through a couple of things and then give you a pat on the back, okay? For me, I was in, let's say, 2 bands. Couldn't do that anymore. There's a lot of stuff I do outside in the summer, music in the park and various events outside. Wasn't able to do that. Health clubs, going to dinner, getting out with friends, sports, various athletic games and activities, none of which any of us could do. And again, it's not what we expected. But what did we do? We struggled through, we muddled through, and we made it to 2021. So I'm going to congratulate you on that. Give you a big pat on the back because I have to say, and I hope you agree with me, many of the people I associate with said they were bored, said they were bummed, but they all muddled and struggled through it. I am so proud of the people I hang with and associate with because you took a bad situation and you made it good. I understand living with someone through this COVID thing and living alone, I would say, are equally difficult and challenging. But getting back to the thing like, nothing is what we think it is. Think about that, will you? I mean, it works in every single thing. A job interview. Oh, it went better than I thought it would go. Your visit to the store. Man, I'm going to be here forever. I got this whole list, and then you zip, you're in and out. Nothing is what we expect it to be. You go to buy a car. Man, I got a better deal than I thought I would. Maybe you have a first date. Man, it went better than I thought it would. We talked all night. Again, I will throw in the crappy stuff, but let's not talk about that. Let's just think about the things that we are pleasantly surprised by. Can we take a minute and do that as we look back over 2020 and as we go into this year? Before I let you go, my favorite magazine produced a couple of really cool quotes this week. And laugh if you will, I bought a lot of older Reader's Digest magazines. I think I bought 3 lots, 10 magazines in each lot. Yes, of course. One is from 2008. So this is where these come from. Reader's Digest, and it was, I know it's here, April of 2008. First quote, I'm not a vegetarian because I love animals. I'm a vegetarian because I hate plants. Whitney Brown. I love that. And these don't really have anything to do with expecting or not expecting certain things in the whole video topic. The next one. Think of life as a terminal illness because if you do, you will live it with joy and passion as it ought to be lived. Anna Quindlen. Think about that. At first it sounds horrible. Terminal illness and all that. But is that Tim McGraw, Live Like You Were Dying, that song? That's what I'm reminded of. Okay. Next and last one, and then we might hit a couple of puns if you don't mind. Last one again. It is not the mountain that we conquer, but ourselves. Sir Edmund Hillary. Think about that. Anytime you have a challenge in your life, especially maybe 2020, it's not the challenge itself. It's this thing right here. Are you a self-defeatist? Are you going to conquer that issue? I love this one. I truly love this one. It is not the task. It is the mind. Okay, I made that one up. But all right, so let's go to a couple of the quotes I didn't do. And for the next couple of weeks, I might throw a couple of these in there because a lot of people said they were pretty fun and funny. So, what breed of dog can jump higher than any buildings? Any dog. Buildings can't jump. I know. Very stupid, Pete. But I love it. I had to throw it out there. To the guy who invented zero. Thanks for nothing. One more. I would like a job cleaning mirrors. I could see myself doing that. Okay. Listen, Happy New Year. I hope if you celebrated or you stayed home, that you had the best New Year ever. I know this much. For me, tonight is New Year's, and I'm going to revel in staying home because throughout my years, it's been bands playing New Year's Eve, never a break. So I'm going to enjoy it. I hope you had a wonderful New Year's Eve and that 2021 is the best ever. For now, I hope you have a fantastic Friday an amazing New Year's weekend, a beautiful week next week, as always, and most importantly, God bless you. I'll see you next week.